Hello, my beautiful people. Welcome to Slice Sessions. I'm your host for the day. My name is Gibson Daka. And of course, Slice Sessions is a platform that brings lots and lots of interesting packages for you. Today, I have a very interesting gentleman. Welcome to our platform, man.
Thank you very much.
I would love to ask, like maybe, people that don't know you, can you tell us a bit more about yourself, your background, and if there's any information that you'd love to share with the people out there?
So my name is Eder Bobena. I'm an upcoming actor.
Okay.
I live in Antwerp and Brussels, but most of the time I'm in Brussels because of my studies.
Okay.
I'm Congolese and Angolan.
Ah, nice. Well, so we're neighbors, man. I'm from Zambia.
Yeah.
Nice.
And yeah, acting is a passion of mine.
Okay.
And I like storytelling, and I really want to showcase my talent to the world because I really believe that it's a calling that God's called me to do this.
Yeah.
So I want to show it to the world.
Okay. It's today that I learned that you did 3 movies, or you featured in 3 movies, right? Initially, I knew that you did 2 movies. I'm gonna quote them to be more precise. The first one I think was Poor Kids, right?
Yeah.
Which was done in 2017.
Yeah.
And the second one was I think Peckerhead, which was in I think 2024.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And then the third one was done when?
Papillon, that was this summer.
Okay. And is it already out there for the people to watch? To see?
You can watch it on Instagram on the page of YO Talent Factory.
Okay, we'll get to that. Okay, so that's 3 movies that you've done. Interesting. At what point did you reach to or make a decision to know that okay, I think the film industry or acting is something that you were meant to do?
It started in primary school.
Okay.
We needed to do a performance for the grandparents.
Okay.
And it was a lip sync performance.
Ah, yeah.
And it was of a song of Frans Bauer, Heb je even voor mij?
Okay.
And I was chosen to be the main role. And after that, a lot of people told me like, yeah, maybe you need to do something with theater or acting.
Okay.
But I was very young, so I didn't do anything with it.
Okay.
But later on, I auditioned for Poor Kids.
Yeah.
And that was
so you had to do an audition?
Yeah.
Okay,
I had to do an audition,
Okay.
And it was my first time entering the film industry.
Yeah.
And I immediately fell in love, but at the time I didn't have the degree, so for me it was very important to get my degree first.
Okay.
And then focus on other things.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
How did you get to the audition? I think that's interesting as well.
So I was just sitting in my room.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, and I was like, yeah, maybe I need to try something new.
Yeah.
And I did some research on the internet, just castings.
Yeah.
And then I saw that Michiel Don, because there's a director's name.
Okay.
I saw that he was looking for an actor.
Okay. And at which platform did you find that information?
It was just on the internet, and it was in a picture.
Okay.
Picture, yeah.
All right. Okay.
So yeah, I sent a message.
Yeah.
I did auditioning, and the rest is history.
Okay, nice. And you talked a bit about your studies. Are you still doing your studies currently, or you're already finished with your studies?
No, I'm currently studying. Yeah.
Okay, that's a nice combination. How do you manage to balance, acting and studies?
At first it was hard.
Yeah.
Because I was at uni.
Okay.
And I did political science.
Okay.
But the pressure was very, very high because I need to give 100% at school, and also
both things require you giving an input, right?
And it was very difficult. The pressure was very, very high.
Okay.
So that's when I made a decision to do something else.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. So the program that you did now is done or not?
No, I'm still
okay. Nice.
Yeah.
That's a nice combination, acting and then also doing some
Yeah.
studies. I think very few people have got the courage to do both things. Sometimes people just decide to focus on one thing, but I think it's a good way that you handled this aspect as well. Yeah, and also something that may be interesting. Were there like some people in your family or some people that you looked up to that inspired you to go into acting or film industry?
Not really, because as I said before, a lot of people around me
Yeah.
told me to do something with theater or acting.
Okay.
And
were those like your friends from school
yeah,
or friends in the neighborhood or
friends from school,
okay,
or just people that saw me.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were always like, yeah, maybe you need to do something with acting or theater.
Yeah.
And yeah, later on I just did it, and I really believe like it's just like God.
It's like a
that's telling
calling.
me- yeah,
Yeah.
that's telling me like
Nice.
maybe you need to do, and I did it. So yeah.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Yeah. I'm gonna take you back a bit to the movies that you did. It's interesting. Can you maybe like tell people a bit about what Poor Kids was about? The one that you did, the first one, right? That's the first one
Yeah,
you did.
yeah.
Just not really too much, but just to give people an idea what it was all about, and if it was, how interesting the project was with you, and maybe a bit also on Peckerhead, the one that you did, and the recent one.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe just.
So Poor Kids is about a group of friends,
Yeah.
and they are on a boarding school,
Okay.
and all of the friends, they don't really have a father figure.
Okay.
But I'm the only one with a father.
Okay.
And yeah, then you see the because I wasn't the main role, I was one of the main roles.
Okay.
And the main role, yeah, he's struggling with the fact that he doesn't have a father.
Okay.
And yeah, you just see his his aspect and the way that he deals with it.
Okay, interesting. So that was Poor Kids, and then Peckerhead. What was the concept more like, and maybe the storyline as well?
Yeah, so Peckerhead was a short film directed by Ante Pask,
Okay.
and it's also about a group of friends that are traveling.
All right.
And while they are traveling, they get a problem with their car, and they get help from a man.
Okay.
And the man gives them a service.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, you can stay at my place. And when they stay at this place, yeah, things happen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. I think people need to look out for those. And then the recent one, I'm sure the storyline is quite different as well. Yeah, that's also interesting because I haven't seen much information about that one. I can find a bit of some information about Poor Kids and Peckerhead, but the recent one, I think not much has already been. Can we like find it in one of the movies or theaters or cinemas?
So it's actually a short film,
Okay.
and it was directed by Noah Fageersom and Faisal Lamar, but it was a sort of collaboration with Wild Talent Factory.
Okay.
And it's an organization of Adil and Bilal.
Okay.
Those are the two biggest
Yeah.
directors here in Belgium.
Yeah.
And it's a platform that helps young people that are that are trying to make a movie.
Okay.
And they just help them. And we were actually in the top 3 because it's a competition.
Nice.
And we're in the top 3, and because of that we went to another film festival.
Okay.
But now you can watch it on their Instagram.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. I'm interesting to know like the type of dynamics that you have in the 3 movies. Were all the movies shot in Belgium or a bit of some parts in Europe?
No,
a combination.
in Belgium.
Okay.
Yeah.
And all the casts, the directors, the team were all Belgians, or it was all a combination of like maybe let's say some Africans, let's say some people from South America or Americans and Europeans.
Poor Kids and Peckerhead, was a lot of Flemish people.
Okay.
But Papillon was with like Nigerians, also Flemish people, but it was more diverse.
Okay. And the language is full-time Flemish Dutch?
Yeah, but Papillon was also a little bit French.
Okay, so that means you can speak more than Dutch and English, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I think we had a few conversations.
Yeah.
You told me you speak English, Dutch, French, a bit of Lingala, right?
Yeah.
I think there should be a fifth one if I remember correctly.
A little bit of Spanish.
Ah, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. You mentioned very interesting projects that you did with the three movies. Great projects. Did you have like some challenges? It can be like before you entered into the film industry.
Mm-hmm.
It can be challenges as well during let's say maybe even shooting,
Mm-hmm.
or maybe afterwards. Like maybe some challenges that you can share with us.
When I filmed Peckerhead, I also did auditioning.
Okay.
I did auditioning.
Also for Peckerhead, right?
Yeah, for Peckerhead. I also did auditioning. So I did auditioning. I get a phone call from the director. She's like, "Yeah,
okay,
you got the role.
Okay,
congratulations."
Nice.
And then we went to a farm.
Okay.
And we slept in tents because it was a sort of team building.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
I hope it was summertime that time.
Yeah, it was not summertime, but it was around this period, so it was warm.
Okay, nice. Yeah.
So we slept in tents, and I'm a city boy, I'm not really into sleeping in nature because I don't really like animals and insects.
Really?
No, I don't.
Whoa. Okay. Yeah. Interesting.
So, but I did it because I knew like I got a role, and those are the things that I have to do.
Yeah.
So I did all of that.
Yeah.
And it was almost time to start filming.
Okay.
But the problem was that my exams and the day that we are shooting
was colliding. Like it was that's not easy.
So the production company they send a mail to my school like,
okay, we need him now, please can you do something for us?
And a friend of mine that also acts, his name is Abel Chomba. He's he was at the same school, so we were in the same boat.
Okay. Yeah. All right. At least you're not the only one.
Yeah,
right?
I was not the only one.
Yeah. Okay. Nice.
So they send a message, and my school they just say no.
Whoa. Really?
Yeah, they just say no.
So what happened then?
So the time was ticking.
Yeah.
And it was not looking good. It was really not looking good.
I think also when shooting you're a bit stressed as well, because then you're thinking about the school, or they didn't tell you about the school has declined.
They told me. Because it's important to know that. There's a possibility that I won't be able to film.
Yeah.
So they just say no, and I was stressing because
I can imagine.
I slept in tents. I slept in tents. I did all
which
of
is
that.
uncomfortable for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I did all of that just to get a no. And the director, she called me and she's like, it's really not looking good.
Okay.
And I really think that, I need to look for other actors.
Yeah.
So I was very sad. It even felt worse than a heartbreak because it was really my passion. And I already told everyone like, this summer I will play in a movie, and now I see my dream just like it's just going away.
I understand. That's not easy.
So the first thing I did, I prayed, and I accepted my fate because I was like, there's nothing I can do. But then a few days later I get a call and they say, simply click, like it's
okay, it's sorted out. I can still nice praise go to that, man. That's nice. And maybe when shooting, were there like some challenges that you had? For example, I would say maybe like a scene which was like not easy for you to do, like maybe you needed to do more and more and more and more, or was there like a difficult scene that you can like share with us that you think that one, when I look back, I'm like, that was difficult, but we managed to pull through. You understand, right?
The night scenes.
Okay.
The night scenes were very hard because it's from 8 a.m. till 8 in the morning. And there was a scene where we had to dance.
Okay.
But everyone was tired.
Okay.
Everyone was tired. But we still did the scenes, and It was
Okay.
very, very hard.
Interesting. At least we've mentioned a bit about challenges. Did you also have like like best moments? Like moments that you cherish, like this I really cherish because of this and this. Do you have like, it can be like when you started up with acting, it can also be like when during the acting, or or maybe when the movie was released. Yeah.
For me, it's when you see your colleagues, yourself on the big screen.
Yeah.
It's still a feeling that I can't explain, because when people watch a film, they just see the film, but they don't see the work behind it.
Yes.
So
There's a lot of work.
yeah, there's a
Definitely.
lot
Yeah.
of work behind it,
Yeah.
because it's not only the actors, but it's also the people behind the
Okay.
camera.
Yeah.
You have the people, the sound engineer.
Yeah.
You have light. You have people that search for the locations.
Okay.
So to see everything combined is just it's just beautiful.
Yeah. Nice. And is it something that you would advise someone to join? The film industry?
Yeah,
or
of
acting?
course. Yeah, of
Okay.
course. If you have the ambition, if you really want to do it, why not? You know?
Yeah. Okay.
So I would say to just do it.
Okay. Interesting. I'm also interested to know, are there like some like people or actors that you look up to and you follow, or they're like your idols? It can be in Europe, it can be in Belgium, it can be in America, it can be in Africa. Like like the Denzels. Do you have like people like those ones that really inspire you to go really hard with acting?
I watched the Joker.
Okay, yeah, I know
with
the Joker.
Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah.
And he really impressed me. And every time I watch the Joker, because I watched it several times.
Yeah.
It's just crazy how well he did the role.
Indeed. Okay, interesting. And would you, for example, like think like you may need some? Are there like some possible collaborations that you want to have? It can be with like some film producers here in Belgium, or in, let's say, in America, or are there like some like collaborations that you would like to have? It can be with other cast members, or
only in the film industry.
It can be even outside the film industry.
If it's in the film industry, I'm open for everything, because I really try to make a name for myself. So now I'm just I'm just open for everything. Every opportunity I get, I will take it.
Okay.
And outside the film industry, like I did two videos for Deuxième Origine.
Okay. Yeah.
It's a merch in Antwerp, and they're very known worldwide.
Okay.
And for me, it's it's a big accomplishment, because it was the film that we made. It was like a short film.
Yeah.
And just to be able to also showcase my talent there.
Yeah.
It's just crazy.
Interesting. Yeah. And I there's one thing I forgot to ask you. During your journey in the film industry, how's been your family towards this? I'm asking because I know sometimes our families may be in support and may not be in support. So it's interesting to know from you, like, was the family really highly supportive?
The thing is, every time I went to castings, my mom didn't know it.
Okay.
She didn't even know that I acted. She didn't even know it. But
okay.
The thing was that my aunties, they knew.
Okay. Yeah.
My aunties, they knew, but my mom, she didn't know anything.
Okay. Yeah.
And it was just because my aunties, they were seeing that I was getting a little.
Yes.
Serious.
Yeah.
And I was a little bit everywhere. So I think they told my mom, but my mom was like, "Are you sure? Are you sure that he's acting?"
Yeah.
And then my auntie's showed her, and she was like, "Oh, like crazy." I didn't know.
Okay.
But yeah, there's just how I move. Like I don't want to talk about it, because
Yeah.
if it doesn't work,
Yes.
I don't need that energy,
Yeah.
So I just keep it for myself, and when I see that things are getting good, like she will see it by herself,
Yeah.
So yeah.
I think I know a couple of people that I think parents are always protective. They want what's best for you, and sometimes they'll feel something that you may need to do. But I think at some point, if they see the results, they should be able to like jump on the support system and say, okay, I think he's happy what he's doing. So
but the thing is, I have I have friends that are very supportive.
Okay.
When I had a film premiere, all my friends were there, so that's always nice to see that my people, that they are supportive, that they are there. They also motivate me. If I go somewhere, they're also there. So that's enough for me.
Nice, interesting. The 3 movies, Eder. Where can people find them? Because I think I found Lost Kids.
Poor Kids.
Sorry, Poor Kids.
Yeah.
I found Poor Kids on was it VTM Go?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
As in, is it possible to like maybe share like where people can find your movies, or they're all with a different contract or commercialized or something like that? I'm not so sure.
Papillon, you can see it on the official page of Royal Talent Factory.
Okay.
Poor Kids was VTM Go, like you said.
Yeah.
And Peckerhead, like the 24th of April.
Yeah.
We are going to show it in a film festival in Brussels.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Away from we've talked about a lot about the movies. We've talked about like about you and acting and things like that. Like people that don't know you apart from the character they see in the 3 movies, is there something else that you love to do or you're good at that you feel you can share with the people?
I like to write, because now I'm making a script.
Okay.
Because I'm thinking to make a show for myself, but that something for in the future.
Okay, interesting.
And sometimes I make music, but that's just between me and my friends. Like if I make a song, I send it to my friend.
Music, that's interesting, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just
what and what type of music? Is it rap?
Everything.
Singing?
Yeah, just everything.
Okay.
Can go from rap to bouillon. I made a bouillon song that's from the Caraïbes.
Okay. Yeah.
Just experimenting, just like.
And do you also release some of these projects on streaming platforms or?
I have I think 2 songs on SoundCloud, or maybe 1. I'm not even sure, but
okay.
It's not really something I do. It's just if I feel creative, I just do it.
Okay. All right. So before I let you go, before we leave, where can people like get hold of you on any social media platform? Do you have like something that people can get hold of you and your content as well?
Yeah, on Instagram, Eder I post like things on my story or just as a post.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Interesting. Do you also share like your like casting productions there, or it's only your own personal things?
No, you can see everything. Like
yeah,
because sometimes I do shoots.
Okay.
For brands, or I work with photographers, so you can see that.
Nice. So you can catch Eder on Instagram, like you said. Yeah. Right. Okay. I would love to thank you so much for this time.
Yeah, thank you.
I really appreciate the time we had.
Yeah.
It was a pleasure, man. I think I would say you're a powerhouse, man, and the world needs to hear you, and they need to know you.
Yeah, thank you.
Looking forward to hear some of the songs that you produce, man.
I was
hopefully.
Yeah, no problem.
All right, thank you so much, man.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, so this has been Slice Sessions, and had a very interesting discussion with my brother. That's Eder Bobena. I hope I said it correctly.
Yeah,
right?
correct.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Thank you so much. Catch us for the next episode on Slice Sessions. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
All right. Thank you very much.